Think of the freedom you get. When you get your hands behind the wheel, you get your driver's license. I got mine the day I turned 16. I don't know about you. What they say about a guy who collects cars, who's crazy about cars, who's been born into them like I have, is that there's absolutely no cure. My first job was as a petroleum transfer engineer, pumping gas. And then I started working for a place called Complete Automotive. And I ended up getting fired from there after a week or two because I started trying to sell cars to the customers when I was supposed to be washing the cars. By the time I was 15, I had a company selling parts to obscure cars. And I started really developing a little bit of a following because I found these things that most people hadn't seen for many, many years. I started doing deals over in France, in Italy, in Spain, in Germany, West Africa, all over Asia, 2 million miles on United alone. I travel 100 to 150,000 miles a year. You have to pull every trick in the book to find this stuff because someone else is looking for it. You're not the only guy. The thrill of the chase, the excitement you get when you think you found something that has been lost for decades. There it is. There's some beautiful relic, a barn find, some incredible piece of history. Recently, we found a 1956 Cadillac, a pink one, of course, because its legend is it was owned by the king himself, Elvis Presley. We're getting a hold of the archives at General Motors. We're going to try to piece a little bit more of this puzzle together. It goes from a $50,000 car to a $500,000 car if you can prove these kinds of things. There's been many, many cases of people being caught forging valuable cars that came with special options that did not exist. Doing the right research can make a big difference in the return on your car. We'll do a spectral analysis and look at it under a microscope to see if it's an alloy that was created in the time frame that the person trying to sell the car is asserting it was. You have to not only analyze the physical evidence using all the technology we have today, but you also have to analyze the records. I have a massive book collection that I revert to all the time. Everything is not on the internet and probably never will be. These kinds of fun stories are what builds provenance and builds excitement about the car. I sometimes think I've seen every car there is, but I am constantly astounded by the new things that show up and by how much more is out there than I realized to begin with. That's what makes it so exciting for me. And seeing the people who are so passionate about it, they don't care about the price. They care about what the core of that car is. That's what this is all about. It doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're a hardworking guy who's trying to rub together a couple nickels. It's still this universal passion that draws everybody together.